Welcome to Easy Math TV. We have another exciting video about gasoline use in the United States and gasoline prices specifically. This problem involves linear relationships, finding the line of best fit. So, our goal today is going to be using the annual average gasoline prices in the United States to find the line of best fit to the data and then use it to predict the average gasoline price in 2024 and also in 2025. So, the information that I got was from the Energy Information Administration. You can see that here at the bottom, starting in 1994 and going all the way up to last year, 2023. That number finally became available, and I added that to our spreadsheet down here at the bottom. So as we keep adding more years, you can update this. Okay, so the first thing to do is to actually graph this data, and we have our X values are actually going to be adjusted for how many years after 1994 they are. So notice instead of using 1994, 1995, we're actually using X equals 0, X equals 1, X equals 2, just to track how many years after 1994 we are, and the prices are here. So let's go to Insert, and we're going to insert a scatter plot, just the dots. So there we have our scatter plot. And this is showing the average gas price over years after 1994. So you can see our X values down here start at 0 and go up to about 29. 29 is the last data point because 2023 was 29 years after 1994. So we still need to know what our equation is, though, that fits this data. So the data itself is kind of fluctuating. We want to know what line would best fit the data. So I'm going to go to my chart design option at the top, and we're going to go to add chart element, and we're going to go to trend line. But instead of just choosing the linear thing, I want to go to more trend line options because there's something that we need to put on the graph besides just this dotted line that you see here. So the bullet point in front of linear is chosen, that's fine, but we want to go all the way down to the bottom here where you can barely see it. There's a box for display equation on chart, which we're going to select right now. So display equation on chart. So when you do this at home, you should get a result that looks like this. Now, so that's kind of small. I'm going to go to the home screen, and I'm going to make that font size a little bit bigger, 12-point font here. And I'm going to move it over so that it's a little more visible. So there's this trend line is basically measuring what is the data, what is going to result in the least amount of error when we go to predict values for different years. Without going into all kinds of detail, that is called a line of best fit. So as you can see, the equation looks like y equals a number times x plus a number. So up here in our spreadsheet, I just filled in those two values in columns D and E. The slope is 0.0845 and the y-intercept is 1.1511. 1.1511. So those two numbers I had to type in myself. And then to make a prediction, we're going to be using columns F and G. In column F is going to be our value of X. And then in column G, that is our calculation. So this we typically will call this Y hat, but I'm not going to go into that. This is a predicted value of Y. So as you can see, it's equals $D $3 times F3 plus $E $3. So that is just taking our M and our B and putting them into our formula for Y. Okay. So the goal today was to predict the average gasoline price in 2024. So that number has not been released yet. They don't have that number yet. But that would be X equals 30 because X equals 29 was the year 2023. So X equals 30 is 2024. So I went ahead and typed that in column F3. So the line of best fit is claiming that the average price of a gallon of gas in 2024 is likely to be somewhere in the neighborhood of $3.68 or $3.69, 3.6861. Okay, so we can write that down if we're being asked to report that. For 2025, we would just have to make our X value 31, and it's predicting that the price of a gallon of gas will be 3.7706. So according to our trend line, the price of gasoline has been steadily increasing over time. It has been going up. So we should expect that. We can't expect the price of a gallon of gas to be the same as it was back in the 1990s because it's just not realistic given global trends and different things. So that's how you make a trend line. That is how you find the line of best fit. And that is how you use it to predict values for values of X that are not on your chart. Again, like, subscribe, comment down below if you're enjoying these videos. Share them with people if you think that they will find them useful. Thank you very much.